Hello, my name is Brian Krushwitz. I'm an artist who works at the Honeywell Foundation in Wabash, Indiana. It is my job to create arts-based educational programs. This is where I work. The Honeywell Center is quite a large building. In fact, in 1994, a 75,000 square foot addition was added in order to include the Ford Theater, Eugenia's Restaurant, Porter Lobby, and Clark Gallery. But the room that I'm most excited to show you today is the Olivet Room. The Olivet Room is a replica of the afterdeck of Mr. Honeywell's yacht, the Olivet. This room was actually located in the basement of Mr. Honeywell's lake cottage at Lake Wawasee. Richard Ford was able to acquire it and move the room here to its permanent home in the Honeywell Center. If you visit the Olivet Room here at the Honeywell Center, you will hear the sounds of the yacht, splashing of water, and seagulls. Hello, my name is Mark C. Honeywell, and welcome to my yacht, the Olivet. Isn't she something? She'll set sail for Boca Chica Key from the Royal Palm Hotel dock in Miami at 10 o'clock sharp. Come aboard. I am always eager to take people to my island and show them around. You'll be welcome to join me in slacks, shorts, or what have you, and comfortable shoes. We like to have big parties with lots of music, jazz and big band styles. Why, I love music, the theater, great films, and all kinds of arts. That's precisely what led me to establish the Honeywell Foundation, to support arts in my hometown. Speaking of music, I'm an avid traveler and have traveled throughout the Caribbean collecting souvenirs, many of which are instruments. Which gives me an idea. This puts me in the mood for an expedition. Instead of telling you about these instruments and the islands that they come from, I think, since we are already on board the Olivet, that we should take a trip throughout the Caribbean islands and visit these places now. What say you, Captain? What say you, Captain? Aye, aye, sir. Sounds exciting. Cardinal and I are all gung-ho on that idea. Oh, before we embark, there's a bit of a problem, sir. Yes, Captain? Well, you see, we lost our navigator. Actually, Cardinal is reminding me that the scuttlebutt is that the navigator is the one that got lost, but that's another story.
A few moments later.
We can't go anywhere without a good navigator. Now, where could we find another one? What do you think, Cardinal? Do they look bright enough? Cardinal thinks you look brighter than the last navigator. Okay, well, then let's get underway. It's time to show you the ropes. The first step is to review the 4 cardinal directions. That's actually where Cardinal gets his name, because he isn't a cardinal. He's a, well, some kind of parrot, I think. Calm down. Sorry, Cardinal. Cardinal, would you show the students the 4 cardinal directions? What's that? Oh, okay. Ladies and gents, Cardinal is a bit shy, but I bet if you all say please, he would do it. What was that? It's hard to hear you with the sounds of the ocean all around us. Can you ask louder? Okay, great. Cardinal, are you ready? All right, let's start with the first direction. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That would be north. Very good. Good job, Cardinal. You ready for a second one? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. And that would be, very good, south. Okay, Cardinal, let's show them another one. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And that would be west. Okay, Cardinal, one more direction. Here we go. Make it a good one. 1, 2, 3. And that would be east. Excellent. Give a bow, Cardinal. A bow, not south. Just kidding. All right, now that we have our bearings straight, we also need to make sure we all understand some basic vocabulary for navigators. Everyone, please take out a clean sheet of paper and a writing utensil. You might need to pause the video here. We'll freeze. No, freeze like not to move. Try it again. Freeze. I think Cardinal's acting freezing, aren't you?
Okay, ladies and gents, it is time to get out a piece of paper and something to draw with. And we're going to draw, first of all, a nice big circle in the middle of the paper. And then we're going to draw a line that cuts this circle in half. It doesn't have to be another color, whatever you've got. And we're going to label this line the equator. And that runs right in the middle of the earth, as our song says. Okay, and then we're going to draw some more lines that are parallel to that line in the middle. You can draw as many as you want. These are called lines of latitude, and so you can label them somewhere on your sheet. Lines of latitude. Also, we're going to write a couple other words here. On the north side of the earth, we're going to write northern hemisphere. And we're also going to write southern hemisphere on the south side of the earth. All right, now we're going to draw another circle, so you can do it somewhere else on your sheet of paper, or turn it over, or find a new one. I'll let you figure it out. So draw another circle. And this time, the line we're going to draw is up and down, just like the diagram shows. And this line is called the prime meridian. So go ahead and label that. Now you're going to draw some lines that aren't parallel. These are lines of longitude, and they're going to start at the North Pole. They're going to curve out and finish at the South Pole, or the opposite way. And draw a few of those. And you're going to label those lines of longitude. Good. The prime meridian divides the Earth into two hemispheres. Go ahead and write these. The Western Hemisphere and the Eastern Hemisphere.
Great! You all passed with flying colors. Our first order of business is to find out where we are. We are just off the coast of the little island Boca Chica Key. Here, are the coordinates. Your teacher should have a map for everyone to use. Find these coordinates on the map and label the island. Holy mackerel! Now that was a cinch. Yes, Cardinal says you are as bright as you look. Since that was so easy, let's make the next ones a little more difficult. I am going to give you the location of the next instrument in the form of a riddle. See if you can determine which island in the Caribbean the riddle is hinting at.
The sound of the conga
The sound of the conga
brings me here
brings me here
to a land
to a land
in the northern hemisphere,
in the northern hemisphere,
in the western hemisphere,
in the western hemisphere.
22 north,
22 north,
83 west.
83 west.
Here's the test.
Here's the test.
You figure out the rest.
You figure out the rest.
Okay, ladies and gents, let's see if you are ready. From which island does the conga drum originate? Yes, Cuba. Most excellent. Now, before we journey to our next location, our onboard ethnomusicologist, Brian, will tell us a bit more about Cuban music and the conga. What kind of name is Brian anyway? Thank you, Captain. Hopefully someday I can be a captain too if I work really hard, but right now I'm just a lowly ensign. Well, bienvenidos a Cuba. Welcome to Cuba, which is the largest island in the Caribbean. It's roughly the size of the state of Tennessee, and its population is around 11 million people. Another thing about Cuba is that Spanish is the most common language spoken in Cuba. Now, in our video, we had Mr. Honeywell's conga in our video, and this he got on a trip there, and this conga is really a toy conga. It's not quite big enough. I have some congas here that are a little bigger, and this is how you usually, the size, their usual size. And I'm going to use these congas to play you a rhythm. Now, one of the most famous kinds of music from Cuba is called the salsa. And it has its roots in American jazz. You've probably heard of jazz before. And also the Cuban son, which is spelled S-O-N, but they say son. And it means a beautiful sound. And I'm going to show you a rhythm on the congas, and it's called the tumbao. Everybody say tumbao. And this is how the tumbao goes. And we have Zach here, and he has another instrument. These are called claves. Everybody say claves. And what clave means is the key, because this is really the key to the conga rhythm, the tumbao. And Zach, by the way, the claves are made out of wood, and they're two sticks you hit together to make a loud sound. Show them just what it sounds like. Okay, so what you're going to do is I'm going to start playing the tumbao, and then Zach is going to jump in with his clave rhythm. And you don't have claves, but you have hands. I want you to clap along with Zach. So give that a try. We'll do it a couple times. Good. Let's do it again a little faster this time. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Very good, everybody. Give yourselves a hand. And give Zach a hand. And we're going to hand it over to the captain over there. We'll see you later. Thank you, Ensign. That was very illuminating. Now, everyone take some time to make sure you can locate Cuba on your map. What direction do we need to turn, or as we say on the sea, orient the Olivet to get to Cuba from Boca Chita Key? Yes, south. Very good, very good. All right, let's turn this boat south. All right, excellent. We are now headed to Cuba. Okay, Cardinal, we have a while. And that sounds like a great idea. Ladies and gents, one thing we do here out at sea to entertain ourselves because of the long hours is to sing and make up all kinds of songs. We call these songs shanties. Here's a little tune I think might be useful because it will help us remember some of the tunes, some of the terms we just learned. Hold on a minute, Captain. Before you sing your shanty, I want to have the students do some motions during this song so it'll help us remember longitudinal and latitudinal lines and which way they run. All right, let's go to the shanty. There's a line that says this: latitudinal lines run left and right, and they measure north and south. Let's try that together. If you want to stand up and do this with me, that would be great. Here we go. Latitudinal lines run left and right, and they measure north and south. Good. The other line is about longitude, and it goes like this. Longitudinal lines run up and down, and they measure east and west. Okay, let's try that together. Longitudinal lines run up and down, and they measure east and west. Good job, I think you got it. Captain, I think we're ready for the song.
I wanted to go on an adventure and travel around the whole world, but I didn't know how to get there. All those places in my mind, they swirled. I didn't want to lose my way. What was I going to do? Then I remembered the lines on a globe that can tell you where to go. Changes in latitude will change your attitude as you travel north and south. Changes in longitude will give you solitude as you travel east and west. Latitudinal lines run left and right, and they measure north and south, starting at the equator, which is a line right in the middle of the earth. But it's 0 degrees at the equator, where it should be hot. and 90 degrees where it should be cold at the North and South Pole. Sing with me! Changes in latitude will change your attitude as you travel north and south. Changes in longitude will give you solitude as you travel east and west. Longitudinal lines run up and down, and they measure east and west from 0 degrees at the prime meridian that runs through Greenwich, England. 360 degrees of latitude run around our big Earth. Now I'm finally ready to disembark and sail all over this beautiful world. Everybody! Changes in latitude will change your attitude as you travel north and south. Changes in longitude will give you solitude as you travel east and west.